Hi there, I'm Cheryl. We're from Alberta, Canada, about an hour west of Edmonton. My daughter's helping me shoot our first YouTube video ever. So we're zone 3B, but we did have over a week of minus 40 weather, so we'll see how that affects our perennials. And same as everyone else, we're struggling with the extreme temperature fluctuations from cold nights to really hot days, and yeah, it's gardening right now. So I'm going to share seed buying, my seed buying. We have this box, and this is my box. My box is already organized. I organize them by week, and I'm not going to go through all that, but we're going to go through the new. Maybe another day we'll do that. That'll take hours. So, we have two I grow annuals, perennials, herbs, vegetables. We have two small greenhouses. We bootstrapped them, put it together from leftover from projects because my husband, he builds greenhouses, commercial greenhouses. So we also, one of them was just a wood frame used to store the tractor in, and when I realized my plants were getting too big, he helped me out and covered that in poly, and we turned it into a greenhouse. And then last year we put in a cutting garden, which turned out really good. It was amazing. We grew very simple. I spent only a little bit of money on sunflower seeds and grew what we had. Wasn't so we had zinnias, lots of different zinnias and cosmos, snapdragons, and dahlias. Nothing specifically. I didn't have much filler to make bouquets. Things got planted late because we were building the beds, and so yeah, but it turned out it was good. I didn't do a lot of selling because it was my first year and I wasn't sure. So, but yeah, okay, let's do some seeds. We have this is Garden's Family Garden in Quebec, and I've grown from her seeds before, and they germinate really well. She gives more than, or they give more than actually what is counted on the package. The growing information is decent, but no pictures. So from them, we are going to grow the acorn sweet Reba squash. This one is an early one, so we have a short growing season, so that's why I kind of picked that. And a jam squash and golden zucchini. We sold out of zucchinis last year, so I'm doubling that. 2 golden zucchinis. A Korean superior licorice mint herbs. I had to try that. I didn't realize it's agastache. When I bought it, it didn't have the botanical name, and it's a perennial, but it's zone 4, so might not come back here. Castata Romanesco zucchini. It has a gray-green, different color skin. That's supposed to be good. And some early Russian cucumber. Those do well in our zones, in our gardens. And we sold out of those, so 2 packs again this year. When I say that we sold out, to give you an idea of the scale of our gardening, these are 40 seeds. If I get all of them to germinate, that's about how much customers. We don't have a huge customer base. We're really small. We don't have a gas station, store. The closest gas station, we're 20 minutes away, about 20-minute drive. There are a lot of small surrounding towns, maybe average between, I would say, 600 and 800 population. So that is where we are right now. Oh, that one already. That's another costata zucchini. So go back to the seeds. Get sidetracked. A golden scallopini. Those are the pans, the summer squash, and a Benning green summer squash. So why did I pick that one? That's a scallop too, but it's a green scallop. So those are really good to eat fresh. And she doesn't have, she grows mostly vegetables and vegetables, tomatoes, peppers. I usually I have ordered quite a few peppers. They're in the box and they do really good. And then she had a salsiando zinnia, and it has red scarlet double petals. So double and semi-doubles. They're tipped with cream. So I thought those were interesting. We'll try those out. And that's Greta. So the reason, I mean, we all want to support local. I have nothing against any other country. But, just trying to support local companies like Greta Gardens and some of the other ones in here. And part of that isn't, it is difficult here in Canada, I found, for finding seeds, especially for the cutting flowers. But the other part of it is the cost. So being Canadian, we have to pay the exchange, which is quite high. Also, we pay, here, not on all of them, but from the Americans, we have to pay import duties. And also, some of those companies are starting to put in a minimum where you need to buy $150, $250 worth of seeds. And that can be where you don't, if you don't want to order that much, or you don't want 1,000 sunflower seeds sitting in your box, then it makes it difficult to be a smaller home gardener or home producer farmer. Well, let's see what's in here. This is from Sunflower Selection, where I did order a large amount of sunflower seeds. They don't have pictures at Sunflower Selections. You can go to their website.com, and they have on their website more information about the plant. But on the package itself, it'll tell you the name, where it came from, these are all California, and then the germination rates, the date, and how many seeds are in there. So we have a baby bear. I picked this one, baby bear, because it is one of the fastest ones to bloom, but also it can also be put into pots. So because we grow for the greenhouse, I can use it for two purposes. Then we have the Joker. That was recommended by a book I read, so I chose that one. And Chianti, and I don't remember the colors of these, but Chianti. I guess, but I don't know. This one is called a sunflower purple. It doesn't get actual petals, and it looks like it's purple without opening. So I bought that to make something more unique into the sunflower arrangements. So I got a purple one and a green one. Then there was one, oh, these ones are salt and roast for eating. And I'm not sure about these seeds, but some of the sunflower seeds I ordered fancy last year, they were coated in something. They were blue and green and shiny metallic coating on them. So we weren't sure if we should be eating the seeds that came from that. So we bought some to eat this year. This one, there's one in here. This one, I think is the moon shadow. And I thought that was neat because it says you could dye it. So and it has white petals. So we'll have fun with that. This is a red wave. And the Pro Cut Horizon. And double quick because it's supposed to be quick. And this, I think there's 100 seeds in there. Most of them have 100. You could order larger amounts. And a cherry rose. I believe this one is branching. There are a few branching in there. That is that. I've been wanting to do the video. Was nervous. This is, again, our first video ever for YouTube. Hopefully we'll get it. Do a good job for you guys. This company is Halifax Seed Company from Nova Scotia, and they are called Halifax Seed Company. The reason I chose to order from them, they had this, where was it? The Cinderella that I was looking for. It's called Peaches and Cream. I saw this done in a bouquet. It was gorgeous. So this one, I'm hoping, turns out well for us too. Peach and orange, I believe, is the color, the Pantone color of the year. So we'll see how. Get some of that in there. And I also ordered two, the Cinderella Lilac. It's pretty. And a Queenie Lime Orange. Try those out. I ordered some other Queenies, I think, from Johnny's. Yeah. And so some of these seeds are like for the cutting garden, and some are for our greenhouse sales. Most is for the cutting garden. Okay, what do we got? This is me ordering for Johnny seeds. And again, it doesn't say the amount on this one, but I had to pay customs on this. Plus, it almost works out to what the price that you see on the website, I'm paying double. So, trying to make good choices, but I ordered lots. This is the Timeless Mix Agaratum I chose. I chose Status. I have pastel blue and Seeker blue, and I ordered a fancy Snapdragon called Potomac Lavender, and the Oklahoma Formula Mix Zinnia, the Queenie Formula Mix Zinnia, and Celosia Pampas Plume. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I hear a lot of people say they don't like the mixes. They only a lot of the colors, and you're growing things that don't work. But this is only my second year. These seeds, I've never grown these plants. I've never seen these plants other than on, the website or YouTube. I think it's different for everybody's. I'm not sure what will work, so I'm going to be planting a large amount, and then at the end of the year we'll decide what works, what our customer likes, what grows well here in our zone. We've really hard clay soil. I'm working on it to mend it, to make it work usable. But I've also put in some beds with a mixed, like we mixed soil. And then we also have high winds, and those are some of the things, you know, that we're dealing with. And whether we'll get a really tall zinnia is, we'll see. So that's Johnny's. If you haven't ordered from Johnny's Seeds and their website is amazing. There's so much help, like for how the life cycle, how to grow it, the germination, if it needs stratification, the temperatures that they want, it does best to grow at, potting up. It's a large amount of information, even though it's not a pretty package. It's really neat. They also often put the botanical name on the bottom, the days to harvest, the height, how many seeds are in your package, a lot number, and whether it's an annual or perennial or biannual. So, and it's really good, helpful for if you're trying something new or if you're new gardener. Okay, now I'll try not to be forever, but I like watching seed videos. I've watched a lot of YouTubers, mostly garden shows. Okay. Oh, second order of Johnny's. I've been kind of holding this in a stash and not putting it away, filing it into my system to make the video, so I said I gotta get this done. Also from Johnny's, I ordered the Rudbeckia Cherokee Sunset Mix, the Rudbeckia Triloba, the Rudbeckia Indian Summer, another really pretty Monaco orange snapdragon, and Cocoa Gold F1 hybrid marigold. Sounds fancy. I watched You Can't Eat the Grass, and I'm positive most of you have heard or listened to that channel, and she was so happy, and I saw like this like big orange ball of marigold. I'm excited for that, so it should go nice, especially if orange is the color of the year. But I don't think it's that color of orange. I think it's more like a more subtle orange that they're doing. Did I pay customs on this one? Yes. I have my receipt somewhere. So, but that's the way it goes. I can't find anywhere in Canada to get the Cocoa Gold or those snapdragons. I needed to have those. Okay, what do we got here? No. Let's do this one. What is this? Oh, this is a Canadian company. It is called Stoke Seeds. I'm sure they will ship anywhere in the world, same as most of us do. Or not me, but Stoke Seed Company, I ordered before, but they recently upped their limit where you have to order $250 worth of seed to I guess they're just so busy and backed up. So I've grown their seeds before. It's a good seed. They also have very specific help with growing, like for germination and temperatures, even to going as so far as to say when to pot up, when to pinch, and more specifically information for a greenhouse grower, which we're not. I grow in my basement. But okay, so I ordered the hybrid petunia, Easy Wave Pink Cosmo, Easy Wave Pink Passion petunia, the Patio Snacker cucumbers, the Venery Giant lilac. I know it's maybe not the color of the year, but it's really pretty. It's a bit more subtle than the other market gardens flowers. Venery's Giant Mix, the Lily Put or Pom Pom Zinnia, and a hybrid zinnia. And this one's like shorter for in pots, so not for cutting. So I just like, yeah, so this seed company, it does tell you where the seed came from. So for instance, this zinnia came from Holland, but it was packaged. So Stokes buys, I'm assuming, wholesale large quantities and then puts it into small usable quantities for other people. This zinnia is from Germany, the Venery's Giant, and the cucumber seed is from Costa Rica. So you're really planting seeds. What you may not be aware, like I wasn't really aware until I started ordering from different companies, trying to find things that were more unique and interesting that maybe you couldn't get at Walmart or Home Depot, But I mean, anybody could order from Stokes as well. So it's a connection, like a garden community connection. It's neat when you're sitting here thinking these were grown in Germany or Costa Rica. It's kind of neat. What do we got here? I'm gonna save that one. That one's pictures. Oh, okay. I decided to order some hot peppers that aren't. I couldn't find them. I found them in the United States, but again, the cost was. It would have been almost $3 a seed for me, and if it doesn't germinate, then if only half it, then that's $6 a seed, and I wasn't willing quite to go there. And I don't think my customer will pay for that either. So this company is the Atlantic Pepper Seeds from Harvey, New Brunswick. And this is their cute, look at their little envelope. They got little pepper pictures and flowers. So that's them. They give you an invoice of what you've ordered. And then I've already opened this. It's actually some of these I planted last week. So this one, it tells you like tips on germinating and growing, and then you get a tiny little package of pepper seeds. Isn't so tiny. This one is a Tombstone. It's a ghost pepper. It's called Tombstone. I've got Carolina Reaper it's a cross Trinidad Scorpion Maruga. Yeah. I don't remember the Scoville's temperatures, but they're really hot. This one, another Carolina Reaper. I ordered 2 of each, just in case I didn't get something to germinate. Then this one is like the Red Ghost, another Tombstone, and another Red Ghost. So that's how they send you your seeds. It wasn't too crazy. So I got 40 of each. The count is a little bit off. There was less of some and more of others. And so it's about $5 $5 for each of this, which had 20 in it. So, and then the shipping was only $3. That's really reasonable because most people charge you more for shipping. And maybe they should, like, because they're putting all this, printing out an invoice and putting it in it all takes time. I mean, yes, it's only a stamp, but so I'm excited for those peppers. And this is another one. This is from Montreal, Quebec. I found some hot peppers from them. I cannot, if you want to find them on the website. Oh, Jesse doesn't like us to show our address. We might get stopped. This is in Quebec. Heirloomseeds.ca. Show you. I had to open them because I planted last week. They're hot, so it takes long. I was a little bit late actually. Okay. So they also send invoice, and then on their package, so with the other package, there's not much information. Like, I still haven't seen, I have to go back and see like how many days before. We'll have to go see this one. So I chose the poblano hot pepper. It doesn't have a picture either. It does tell about their company. There's French and English instructions, their website, how many seeds are in the package. It does say 8 to 10 weeks. Start them before 8 to 10 weeks before frost. Germination 7 to 21 days. Transplant after, all done during frost. So that's the pretty basic information. The other one I chose was a Carolina Reaper, but it's not a cross. It's just a straight Carolina Reaper. And it's the same information. It also says on the back the date and the germination rate. So this one they're saying 80% germination. So hopefully it'll do good. And they gave me a free gift of the cayenne hot pepper orange variety. And that has a 95% germination. So that is Heirloom Seeds. I have to be quick. Okay. Let's see. This one. This is the first time I've ordered from this company as well. And they are from Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, the Incredible Seed Company. So no duty, no exchange rate. Nice. They have an amazing selection, a lot of heirlooms. I think mostly they are all heirlooms. So I will tell you about them. So this is what their package looks like. See, an Incredible Seed Company. And it gives you their name of what you bought. And also it gives you the botanical name, whether it's a perennial, how many days. This is kind of neat. Sometimes they give a little story. There's one in here. I'll tell you about it when I come to it. It tells us about the bumblebees and what you can do with it. It tells you when to start, a recommended start date, the germination you can expect, the seed depth, how, like, the growing conditions, whether you want full sun. This one's a member of the mint family, and it tells you that, but it doesn't spread. And the height it will reach, pruning tips, harvesting tips. It's a lot of growing information they're giving. Just, not a a picture. You can go to their website and see pictures. Yeah. Okay, so I chose anise hyssop, which is in Agastache as well. I chose mugwort, which is in Artemisia, and I bought that for Phil. Some I bought for herbs to sell and for us and to sell for the greenhouse. Also, we'll see if they grow, how they grow here and if they're useful for color. This is another hyssop officinalis, hibiscus, crimsoned rosemallow hibiscus shrub seeds. I have seen this in floret bouquets. I've seen it in other bouquets, but I've also there's been mixed, like it's not easy to work with wilting, so I'll see if I can figure that out. Mountain mint, supposed to be an amazing filler. Siam queen basil. I don't think I'm going to see if it will work for a filler, but I don't think the height is very tall on this one. Where does it say? It doesn't say the height, so I'm thinking that's more for edible. Dark purple opal basil for the greenhouse. Cinnamon basil, I believe that one is also for the greenhouse. It says 8 to 30 inches, so it could be used possibly for Phil. Mrs. Burns lemon basil. This was one I had written down from a YouTube channel. She's in the States. I'll try to remember. But Mrs. Burns lemon basil. She says flower friends. Hi, flower friends. It's Nicole. I think her name is Nicole. I can't remember her channel name. Feverfew for Phil. Bright Lights Cosmos. Sensation, I choose this one. I chose those two because they said 70 day. So with our short growing season, I did grow some Cosmos last year that didn't get a chance to bloom before first frost. So we'll see how that goes. But I also planted late. Flamingo Feather Celosia. And this is different. I wasn't planning on buying this, but I saw it on their site. It's called Bees Friends Flowers. It's like it has a little purple fuzzy thing on it. I think it's about 2 feet tall. And that's an annual. Shake it. Then we have some Scabiosa, Black Knight. I have a bouquet plan for that. And Scabiosa Pincushion Mix. We'll see how some people don't like the Scabiosa. They don't like the time to pick it, but we'll see. These are herbs. So we're going to grow an herb garden this year, but also to sell in the greenhouse. We've got the Tulsi Holy Basil, a spicy bush basil, a perennial green called Good King Henry. Oh, this is the one. There's others with stories, but this is the first and last greens of the year. Good King Henry, aka Lincolnshire spinach, and Fat Hen is a perennial green. No, this isn't the one with the story. There was one that told the story about when it was. Okay, we'll move on. Lovage. Lovage here is something that might be better than celery. It's kind of difficult hit and miss with celery for us, so I'm gonna try lovage and valerian for our herb garden. And I feel like my jacket's probably, it's cold. I turned the heat off because the furnace makes it too loud to hear the video. But I'm scratching on the table. Okay, I'll sit up. Some vegetables, some tender green cucumbers. Blacktail watermelon, supposed to be 70-day watermelon, 8 pounds. Winter squash, Thelma Sanders sweet potato. Sweet potato is pretty hard, so I'm hoping this might be a... Sweet potatoes aren't they're not hard, but with our short growing season, you don't get much for it. So I have grown sweet potatoes, but they're like kind of not filling. So I'm gonna try that. Alexander sweet potato winter squash. Turban squash, I got this because we went on a road trip in the Okanagan, and they have these little round bumpy squash, all different colors, and then they have a little cap on top, like a turban, or a hair bun, I guess. So I thought those were pretty cute. And this is, oh, here, so it tells you a little story. It says this is a French heirloom from 1820s, and the colorful Turk's turban squash can't get any better for fall decorations. It has a distinctive, pronounced buttercup shape with bright orange, green, red color. So, yeah, they tell little stories. Oh, here's another one. So, yeah, that's the same one. Uncle David's Dakota Desert winter squash. And it tells you a story about Mr. David Codell has been breeding the Dakota Desert squash for over 40 years, creating one of the most renowned buttercup squashes available today. I like that they tell you some neat things about the plant. I mean, the information's all out there, but it's right there. And they put it on their website too. Then I chose the Alaska tomato, 59 days. So we should all be eating tomatoes. Black currant tomatoes, 75 days. Chocolate cherry tomatoes, 75 days. The mortgage lifter potato, this is supposed to be like a 1 to 2 pound tomato. So I got 2 packs of those. Then, this is for the cutting garden. It's called soapwort, and it grows in 60 days, and has tiny little pink, it almost looks like a berry, and then before it opens, so I think that has neat possibilities for a bouquet. It's an annual, but 60 days. And this one I bought to experiment. It's called Painted Mountain Corn. The picture shows the ears are kind of, I didn't really growing it for the corn, but the shape and the way the ears of the corn, if that's the right, like the silk, the outside part of the corn, it had an interesting shape, and I thought that might be something different instead of putting Dracaena or, the spikes in pots. So that is the incredible shape thing. Haven't grown from them. Try to keep everybody updated. See how it goes when we germinate. And do pictures. Okay, what do we got next? Oh, one last package. I saved this one last because it has pictures. And I don't know yet how to put pictures up. I know you can do that, put pictures on your videos, but I don't think I'm going to have time to learn that. Alright. So this is Baker's Creek. Yes, we had to pay duty on this one too. $30. I believe they are all heirloom seeds as well. My girlfriend told me about this one. So we got a cucumber. It is called the Dragon's Egg cucumber. I think that'll be fun. And on their seed package, they tell a bit about it. It's not a little bit of planting information, so not the best. And then on the side, a little bit like the depth. But there's more details. If you go onto their website, there's more details. We got quite a bit from them. The pictures, they have a nice website. So that's the dragon. Then cucumber bait alpha. This one is the burpless variety. This is supposed to be, you know, I forget how to explain it, but the burpless variety isn't, I believe, as bitter, and it has a different growing than that. I got a whole bunch of agastache, rose mint, some pretty pictures. So for cutting, but this is an herb. It can be used for teas and it has a lot of beneficials. And this one has a rose fragrance. And the fragrant delight. Look at all those colors. So pretty. And Apache sunset. And it actually shows, you know, they're showing that you could make tea with it. This is a hyssop. Also agastache, but I don't know why they're being sold differently, but they do. And it's more thick than this one. Has like a more kind of like a something you imagine a hummingbird would love to get into that. And this one is more thick and fuzzy. So that's neat. Then we have ageratum balls mixed. So we'll see how that does for us. Lavender, mauve, and cream. And this one, actually, I might have made a mistake on. I bought it for cutting, but it says it only gets 12 inches tall, so probably I did not get the right variety. Some celosia, the green one, and the rainbow. And then cosmos, a whole bunch of cosmos. Apricota. Another black magic. We'll see which one's different. I'm doing a lot of trials, so some of these plants I'll probably only grow 5 of them. Or maybe even like for a cosmos, I might just grow 2 to see what works here and what the timing and the colors go with everything. And this one, I'm not sure how to say that. Exenia. Terracotta orange. Pretty. Some daisies. This is a crazy daisy. Pink Shades Paper Daisy. For some reason, I bought 4. And there's 100 seeds in there, so to buy, I don't know what happened. I'll have to share with somebody. Daisy Swan River mix. Some echinacea. We got the neat lime Allen's Pride one. This is a neat story. If you go and see that, I shouldn't shake, should I? It's like annoying if you're watching a video, but it makes that noise. This echinacea is different. I like it. It has like a double multi. What do you call that when they're double petaled? I think. So that one's neat. I've got a different. I have yarrow growing perennial here. It does really good. I got the native white, and then I grew, I think it's called terracotta, and I ordered, I think I have another shade of pinks coming, but this one's a double yarrow pearl. That is neat. And oh yes, the zinnias. Okay, here we go. Zinnias. It's Scabiosa. So that's like kind of like the zinnias, but I mean on the package you can see there's only a few that are coming with that fluffy little cute thing. So it's a mix. I got 2 of those. Oh, jeez. What was I doing? I got 3 of those. The Purple Prince. This one I didn't find very well, and Lisa Mason Ziegler was talking about this one, so I remembered that from her video and decided to buy 3 of those. I need to share some of these. That's a lot. That's 150 seeds. Too many. Okay. Zinnia's also mix. I like this one. I think that'll be fun to have something like when you have your, where is it here? Like a contrast. So you got this big, like full double, and then to have the little, I think that'll make the bouquets interesting. I hope people like those. I do. And a Peruvian zinnia. It's a single, just red. I thought those were pretty cute. Those I'm thinking will be really, those will be nice with sunflowers, right? I think. Then, oh, they give you free seed. I got free seed. I think after you order a certain quantity, they're giving it free seed. I got some basil, some coral carrots for free, some lettuce, Landis winter lettuce. Oh, and here's the Rebecca. These I've already started too. So I got, this is a caramel and cherry brandy. So, and that isn't everything, but it is a lot. We're growing, I wrote it down so it would help remember somewhere. Oh, here it is. We have a lot of varieties, and the numbers might seem kind of crazy, but sometimes it's like, I think there's like 32 different colors of petunias. So it might sound crazy, but it's not. We have 137 varieties of annuals, 40 perennials. I haven't gone in perennials. Take more time. They have the potential to make more money, but if you don't have a customer, I mean, you can overwinter, but that's a lot of time and work. So we slowly growing with the perennials. 40 different herbs. So, I mean, some of those, I think there's, oh, I forgot to mention, I also grow from the commercial greenhouses. We order from Haiku Greenhouse here in Alberta. They do a lot of starts for us, seedlings. Sorry, I lost my thought. And so we order from them a lot of the more fancier petunias, pansies, all kinds of things. A little bit of perennials. They're starting to grow, which is nice. And we also order from Devon Greenhouses, and that's in BC. And the reason, I mean, everything we've gotten has been really good quality, and we haven't had any problems. But they're friendlier to a smaller grower, so you don't have to have a huge commercial greenhouse. So that's helpful. What else was I saying? Oh, herbs. So 40 herbs. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's I believe there's at least 6 mints. I think there's about 10 different basils we're going to grow this year, so it might, there should be a good mix, I hope. 110 different vegetables, and I'm learning to do spreadsheets. I have been entering the seeds and also have dahlia bulbs, tubers, and entering that to help me be organized and make a better plan. I did not realize, but I have 195 different cut flowers. I'm still working on that, but I have to give myself a deadline because it's getting time It's going to be busy, getting busy soon. So there's 25 different zinnias, and I think actually there might be more. So I need to make some choices. We have a lot of space. Our property is large, but amending the soil to make it growable isn't an easy task, and it takes time. And also, Mauricio isn't home. He travels for work. He builds commercial greenhouses. Right now he's on the island, Vancouver Island. My daughters go to school. They do help on weekends, but they're younger, 12 and 13. We'll just go from there. So I think that's it. I hope maybe this help you see the choices of different seed companies that are available. And I hope it was enjoyable. I am getting flustered. Sorry. All right. Happy gardening is coming soon. We got snow today, and actually I'm happy about it because we've been so dry. We're hoping to not have as many fires as we did last year. A lot of our neighbors were evacuated with the fires last year, and we were on fire watch as well. So we were close, but luckily we got to stay at home. Yes, but it did affect our business. So when your customers are on fire watch, they're not really thinking about buying flowers or their garden. They're thinking just about keeping their homes from catching on fire. Okay, so take care. I'm going to hopefully be looking to do more YouTube videos. Bye.